And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout.
M16. Man, you clicked the wrong video. You clicked the wrong video. Man, I ain't say click on the junk that said Mohab.
Why would you hang up?
Thank you, everybody.
Why are you doing too much? Why are you doing too much?
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Shreds the tackle. And we'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Boy, now what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back.
You said you don't like your weave?
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run.
You think he'd be flying on flirting with you?
3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 28. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And boy, the payoff was good.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to go up top. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
I
clicked the wrong video.
Back to throw now in his own end zone.
20-something.
He's got his man on the crossing route. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let them know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones.
Boy, Khalil don't be having his gas.
Extra yardage.
They'll give it to him right up the gut.
Khalil.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
He sparked me up the other day.
Brings up
He sparked me up twice.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't
Three
blink, you
times.
might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man, hand him the ball, and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was in a hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, the
ball
comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And a look at the defense now. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
That's it.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep. He's got a man. Complete.
Come on, bruh.
Pick up at 34 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll look to throw again. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
What you faced all three
play
of them?
after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Now on first down, he'll drop the throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked up.
Hey, that's a great play, Shawty.
Get the football back.
No, his name Cam Gully.
To take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
He from DC too.
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence
somebody named Lil Mo?
Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left.
Come on, bro. That lineman not that fast, man.
And he goes down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down.
Nigga hit a whole different speed.
2nd down, sacked by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on 3rd? We'll see. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll look to throw here. A bullet throw, but incomplete. 2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away.
He the worst punter I ever seen.
Taking it about the 36.
Yeah, you don't never come up with it.
42, making a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here. 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
What happened?
Put it mildly. That's so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead.
Turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
So that mean you won't come through?
They come up in an offset eye. And on the ground they go with a running back. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. They'll get 19 yards there. And it's good enough for a Pittsburgh first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the
man, you can come over here and clean my room.
Primary guy was going to be, and he would end up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to
his
primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage. He knew where the pressure was going to come from. And said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Looking middle,
I'm just asking if you want me to clean your room time. I'm not going to use your room.
10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
That done all day. Trying the same thing over and over.
They come out here in the eye.
I don't know what you just said. He said,
losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Throw on 3rd and goal, eluding the pressure right, and that is incomplete. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
I like scared of babies too.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost.
I'm scared of babies.
The Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So after slogging through a scoreless first quarter, we have action on the scoreboard. A field goal makes it 3-0.
Well, with these 2 offenses, we weren't going to stay 0-0 forever, were we? I'm not sure that this opens the floodgates, but I doubt that's the last score we're going to see.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out
you could be the Virgin Mary when you're strapping
on
that.
the last drive, no points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots, but what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
So the D-line's going to spread out. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Are they all dirty? You say because they all dirty? What they do?
Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. They were ready for what the defense was showing.
What they do?
Prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground, but every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic, this is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
Escaping the pressure right. And he's just
Two
going to
girls
throw
and
this
two
one out
guys.
of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Yeah.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yeah,
If he came down here, she went on bed.
It makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Nope. Nope.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they did well down near the goal line last time, forcing him to settle for a short field goal.
And in today's day and age, settling for a field goal of that distance is amazing. You can get 3 points now, where it's going to give you only 1 point for the extra point, which would be a little bit longer. And they have to feel fantastic not only giving up 3 in that situation. It could have been so much worse.
Yeah, could have. Now can they carry that over? They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this
What school y'all went to?
You got a back who's quick
What school y'all went
and
to?
shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
He'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to take it in.
She said she'd do what?
Touchdown. Their big tight end, 36 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all.
You got a country accent,
plays,
bro.
and that's exactly what he
Your
just
accent
did.
really
Play
country.
here for a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you put something out there, you're giving yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Flush to his right. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this.
Oh, he work at Foot Locker with you?
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They get 25.
Oh, it's going to be regardless.
And that'll be good for Baltimore first. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. That's exactly what he got done there.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And it pops free. The collision.
Now my sister just graduated from Penn State.
And brings up second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
You got like a smart little family.
Looking to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Given 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
What type of car you got? What type of truck you got? Oh, that's sweet.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Steps away to his left.
I mean, you be having endless car section in a big ass truck. You never had it?
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight.
So we just fucking in the car.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds.
That's basically what you just said.
And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head
You can't go to their house?
Field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see.
I mean, I ain't mean to say it like that, but
I don't think you want to
what I
overthink
meant to
in
say.
this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the ball.
I mean, we got my house though, so we got like Gucci.
But it was well covered. He's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Unable to connect to the first down.
You just fucking in your car, so.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide
So
receivers, 1
car,
tight end. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive.
I mean, I don't blame that one. Like you, I blame that on the nigga for letting it happen. Like he got a old girl.
We'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter.
I ain't gonna tell somebody to come over, but y'all end up in your truck.
This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle.
So you just sitting out in front of your house?
Might be made defensively. Second
You
down,
look at your mom come outside.
Completion. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from the face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
Now he's going to throw deep right, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get
one day I was in a session, we hit like, it was like 8 of us, we at least hit like 10 J's. So we all basically faced the J and then had like 2 more times. Like my mom know I can't cook. So I went in the house and tried to like really cook, bro. Like I turned on the stove and everything. And when I turned on the stove, it was like I just zoned out and like fell asleep standing up. So she came downstairs, she's like, "You cooking?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, yeah. And then I just look at her, and she had the most serious face ever, and I just started laughing. Nah, my eyes just be like closed. And I looked at her face, and I swear to God, I'm gonna burn down the house. Because I swear, I mean, I probably didn't. I thought I was sleeping for like 30 minutes, but I was only asleep for like 2 seconds before she came downstairs.
His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
She came downstairs and was cooking.
Defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was flush out to his right to try and evade people.
Like I was crying, laughing. She like, crying.
Still accurately throws a nice pass.
But she was like, "Who gave you the lead, blah, 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 yeah."
It's a loss of a yard there. Now 2nd down.
So the myth has
then
been
my sister, she got like,
every cornerback
everybody
in the
tried
league is not
smoking.
just a cover corner.
Then she tried to
will
use
stick
big
their
talk
nose in there
and
and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
His pass
I'm like, "Mom, first of all, I don't even like spending
that's
money
good for
on
only a
fees.
couple. It brings up 3rd
That's
down.
not worth it."
This defense
She think people just let people just spark up for free. Like, nah, I don't even work like that. Nah, she really think like I go out like, she really think like one of my friends would just give me weed. Like, bro, it don't work like that. Like, you got matchup, bro. Like, you gotta go half on it. She think people like, she like back in her day, people used to just give her weed to just smoke it.
And this one is right through.
That's what she said.
And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset.
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And Hallen Sink was the quarterback in his center on that play. They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike. Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing
she went to the girl house,
or even worse, an interception.
She expected, bro, that's disrespectful, bro. You're not supposed to do
Out of the
that.
gun, they'll look to throw. And Diggs has it.
I thought she just popped up like.
The completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The girl had a lock in her hand.
Defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. They'll drop the throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get
Nobody,
them.
I said he's going to be home.
There we go with 2nd and 7.
First of all, you started it. You said what you want to do for these shoes, bro. You said what you want to do for these shoes.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the
You said
field.
that, I'm like,
And they went for a big play.
I thought I got a number for
Second
the
down,
shoes.
couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One thing I know from experience,
I'm like, how am I supposed to respond to this?
and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit.
Because when you put the face, I'm like, okay, she talking about something totally
It's a
different.
50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done. They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot
said what?
downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
So you wanted me to give you head for some shoes? So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
And I said, yeah, you was going to what?
They're going to try and throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
Who said it's still not on the table?
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it.
Oh, I got my pair, you got your pair, so.
Back and in great shape.
I said I got my pair, you got your pair,
At
so.
this stage in the game, that punter, he must be pretty lonely over there on the sideline thinking, why in the world was my number not called there?
As far as he's concerned, the check will still cash, right? It is your choice not to use me in this situation. But I also look at it this way. You know, some coaches are more aggressive than others. They just want to take care of the football, have the ball on
I'll see you tomorrow,
and
I
go
guess.
at it that way. So a very interesting call, but he wants to take care of the ball himself.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Oh, shit, I got practice in
inside
there.
the 20 at the 19. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough
At
to extend the
8:30
drive.
to like
and a
10.
new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
What time you coming?
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates.
I got class at 9:15. Then I'll get another class.
Because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar
I was
situation.
going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the
You
ball.
can pull up tonight.
Stuff like pressure can affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up pushing him to his left. Contacted him as he's trying to throw the football.
I don't got a call, Cam, but you got the wheels.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was
Not even
3rd
in
and
Delaware.
long, so throwing the football was
Send me a current
a
location.
smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
The Steelers send out their punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first.
How much you want about this young gonna say 15 minutes away?
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board.
It could have been 15 minutes now.
Come away with nothing. That's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Yeah, just pull up.
A big play there.
What you mean,
With
man?
his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score.
Who said that?
And his kick is good.
Probably. You got like fried, so I know you're going to be in the mood.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
I mean, you just like fried, so you're already in the mood.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Are you lying?
Offense now heading back out onto
the field. You guys,
and a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they'll run it here.
Said you're not coming.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels.
Yeah, when you start responding back to my text messages. If you ever respond back to my text messages, you know you don't be responding. So it's kind of like not my fault. Let that sink in.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. Back now in Baltimore. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Third down now following the completed pass. They come out here in the eye. It's a quarterback sneak. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
And when all you want to do is keep your drive going,
I'm waiting for you, bro. You want me to sing my cat?
Pick it up, get a new set of downs.
And on third down, usually fourth down quarterback sneak. There, though, it worked on third. They'll set up a throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly,
why are you smoking in your shirt you got with the working on?
It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity missed there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. They're dangerous.
Could have been 10 minutes by now.
From 13 yards out. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside
got your wedding ring on?
and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
That's why I go smack at you because you got wedding ring on.
35-yard line.
Never make the mistake of the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here. They're just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
All I seen was a big ring on the finger, and I'm like,
Here as the D-line separates some. He'll drop to throw.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason.
I mean, you just like was flirting with me as soon as I walked in the door, so.
Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
I seen the ring on your finger, so.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. Doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Yeah,
and he comes back.
you told me I need to watch it.
Give him 8 on the play, and all of a sudden,
when you come over here, I watch it.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
He said we can do that.
The first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Hell yeah.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. This will be caught at about the 3. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figured it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the ball. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore. But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
Let's go, Ohio!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's caught at the 2. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And he's able to put it through. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got to a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the line. And got his man complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And give him a gain of 37. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Watch him now, Barney. All right, here we go. 3, 9, 10. All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Let's go!
Get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
We back, shawty. We back.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And that last drive, a long
Yeah, he just threw a
drive,
pick, 21-14, 156 on my 25.
Stick with that.
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go.
He's back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And he will find his man on the outside. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Man, went outside crazy. Huh?
So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Back to throw. Out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Rolling to his left. And this time
face mask.
It's complete. Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
This one.
Here we go.
Back to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it second down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. Can't find anyone open. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Okay,
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this inside the 10 to the 7. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
What'd you say?
Smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure the clock stops at every opportunity.
What'd you say?
Come on, let's go. What?
I'm not getting no call. No, I'm not getting a call. Need to go take that broke ass phone out to the store. He's super fried.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears that
McKenzie
was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes the Steeler offense.
That's what popped up on my phone.
To see what they can do here. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get time, and try and
he dropped it.
We'll see if they do just that.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
No, you ain't getting now.
They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away. Now he'll throw deep left side. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he floated one out there incomplete. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams get field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out come the Steelers. They're set for their first drive here in
Don't even know
overtime.
the
And
name.
this is
That's
where
not
the
for
crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Give them 16 on the pickup, and the Steelers are going to have a first down. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going right side.
What are you doing, June?
A really nice gain of 25 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. They try the corner route there, Charles, and it works to perfection.
Boy, that's hard on the defensive back, because if you get any fake or move to the inside, you have to respect it, and then the receiver breaks back to the sideline.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 10 yards on the pickup there.
Dang, what happened?
And that'll be good for a Pittsburgh first. And passing yardage-wise,
How
now
did she
up
do
over
that?
350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 250 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. That spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
3rd and 4.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses. And now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one. They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They come out with one back and now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a...
We blow. Let's go. We just trying even the skull. Got a code. Bro. You a hoe.
Mm-hmm.
From choppers and sticks. 4-5 and it got a little kick. It's lit. Lit. Boom, boom, pow.
Not at home. We walk into the basement.
Run that shit up like that.
At home.
Right back.
Shut up.
My dick is back.
No, when we open the front door, we're in the basement.
You try to get off your ass. But you got no bitch popping her ass. Pussy so wet that she flag. Niggas hating that she sad. I fuck over checking you mad. That dirty, I bust your ass. And if they got great pass. No nigga gon' get no pass. Better they got your ass. You know if I feel like the class. I never go Twitter so fast.
They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
I'm in the 57-3. You play, you get fast on 3. I'm here with the P's. And you know I got design. Put up Jackie, yo, man. You can catch it on the knee.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They come out here in the eye.
Get male flames? Male flames? As long as they don't be on no big wild shit.
This time he'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. They could have tried for the field goal to take the lead, but scratch that.
Yeah, they decided to go ahead and try and win it right now, and now we understand a little bit more about the mindset of different teams in regards to the rules of overtime since they changed. A touchdown, you win it right then and there. You kick the field goal, they have a chance to retaliate. They didn't want that, obviously.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concessions.